Hello and welcome to this afternoon taste challenge. We have two blended Scotch whiskeys. The first is the Dimple Pinch. Got a little bit left. The Dimple Pinch, introduced in 1893. It's called the Dimple around the world, but in the United States, it's called the Dimple Pinch. Probably something to do with trademark issues. It's in this triangular bottle, and it was popular with the British Navy, and it kept it from rolling off the tables. And it's also got this wire surrounding it, and a network of wire, so you can grab it, hold it on a bumpy, rough seas. The Dimple Pinch. It's got a crown for the King of Scotland, Charles III, right now. A thistle for Scotland, You can kind of see that. It's kind of glary. It says, the rich and smooth aroma of Dimple Pinch, celebrating more than 350 years of unbroken Scotch whiskey tradition. John Hay, founder. This is from a company called John Hay Company, Scotland's first distilling family, established in 1627. They make Hay Club, Hay single grain, all kind of stuff like that. I only have this one from them. So under the Diageo umbrella. Blended Scotch whiskey, fine old original, John Hay Company, Edinburgh, Scotland, blended, matured, and distilled in Scotland. Doesn't say bottled in Scotland. Is it bottled in the United States? It's running about $36 a bottle right now, but I got mine for $24.99. I don't know why Walmart had such a low price, but they did, and I took advantage of it, and my friend David took advantage of it. He was like, get me a bottle because that's a great price for Dimple Pinch. And he was telling me, a lot of people know about that whiskey. That's an old man's whiskey. He was telling me, that's an old man's whiskey. I said, what you mean by that? He said, a lot of old men drink it. I said, okay. So the Dimple Pinch, famous product. They don't even have a website listing for it. Diageo does not emphasize it. They don't even talk about it. They don't. If you get on their website, they don't mention it. Isn't that sad? But there it is. Old, famous, but forgotten. There is a 12-year age version, but I've not seen it. Everybody around here got the 15-year age. All right. The competitor from only 2015. This is a new kid on the block in NKOTB. Glen Logie. There's the Glen Logie. That's like a valley in Scotland. And this product has no age statement. This product is bottled in Scotland. It says that. Now you see, Dimple Pinch says distilled, aged, and distilled, matured, and bottled in Scotland. Sorry, distilled, matured. Okay, they're both bottled in Scotland. They're not shipped over here and bottled. Glen Logie is from an old company called Hay McCleod. It says Hay McCleod Limited, Glasgow, Scotland. It's just like John Hay, Haig and Son, Haig and Company. They got bought out. Haig is owned by Diageo, and Hay and McCleod. Hay and McCleod is owned by Whit and McKay. Whit and McKay. WHYTE and McKay. You probably see their 151 overproof Scotch in a green and gold bottle. Oftentimes, you probably seen the Whit and McKay Scotch. There is a Scotch, but the Whit and McKay, rum. I see that all around. but I never bought it. I don't have the strength and the ability to drink 151 proof rum. I'm sorry, I cannot do it. I will not do it. But it's famous, you know. All right, got the light on me. Danny Workman, aka Zombie Wolf, says love pinch. Mr. R says evening. Hector Lopez says any more wine reviews. Hector, I got so many wine reviews coming up, you're going to get sick of my channel. I got this deal on these little bottles of wine, quarter size bottles, you know, four of them make one regular bottle. Got them for half price. They're all good. So far, they've been all excellent, most excellent, scoring in the mid 90s. Oh, just wonderful. So you'll see them as they get posted. You see, Mr. R said, you say it was established in 1687. Well, this brand, the Dimple, or as they call it in the United States, the Dimple Pinch, is from 1893. It's only from 1893. It says right there, Diageo. Yeah, since 1893. But the company, Hay and Company, is from 1627. During the reign of what? King James the First of England, King James the Sixth of Scotland. He was King James the Sixth of Scotland, King James the First of England, because they already had 5 other King Jameses in Scotland, but he was the first King James of merry old England. I pick up a 4-pack of small bottles, Sutter Home Cabernet Sauvignon. That sounds good. Yeah, 1627. You know what? I think King James died in 1625, right? Am I right? House of Stuart, King James the First of the House of Stuart, first Stuart King of England. Yeah, James the Sixth. Okay. Right, 1625. Right. Something in my head said, okay, so it was King Charles the First. Sorry, King Charles the First of Scotland and England and Wales. Okay, and Ireland. Okay. Mr. R says 1627. Wow, wonder what the process of making their alcohol was like back then. Well, pretty rudimentary, I'm sure. If we tasted it now, we'd be like, oh, that's the worst stuff ever. But maybe we'd say it's the most amazing stuff ever, but I doubt it. But remember, I said the Dimple Pinch, or the Dimple, as they call it in Scotland, the Dimple Pinch was not introduced till 1893 during the reign of Queen Victoria. She was the last queen of the House of Hanover, which is a German state, Queen Victoria, Queen of England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, Empress of India, Queen in Canada, Queen in Australia, Queen in New Zealand. Queen of Gibraltar. All right, Queen in Jamaica. All right, anyway, you get it. But Glen Logie was not introduced till the reign of Queen Elizabeth II of the House of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha, popularly known as the House of Windsor for political reasons. They don't want to sound German, you know. So they just arbitrarily changed their name to the House of Windsor, naming it after Windsor Castle in 1917. But the real name is Saxe-Coburg und Gotha, a German dynasty. Prince Albert Prince Albrecht, husband of Queen Victoria, Prince Albrecht of Saxe, Coburg, and Gotha. But whatever they want to call it, House of Windsor, they could call it the House of Gingerbread Snaps. It wouldn't matter to me, but perhaps they could call it the House of Silly Walks, the House of Blind Relay Races, if they wanted to, the House of Fish License, but whatever, whatever they want to call it. House of Faulty Towers. But anyway, it is the House of Saxe, Coburg, and Gotha, popularly known as House of Windsor. All right. Now look and listen. Look and listen. Are you going to be watching the Super Bowl? I plan on it. Okay. Look and listen. Glen Logie is $9, or was when I bought it. It was $9.99. You heard me? $9.99. Pretty cheap, all right, for Scotch whiskey. This one's running $36, but I got it for $24.99. Thank you, Walmart. You would hope, let's round off, a 37, let's say 36. You would hope a $36 Scotch whiskey is going to beat a $10, $26 difference, right? Is it going to be $26 better? It's aged 15 years. Give me a break. It's aged 15 years in oak barrels. Glen Logie doesn't even have an age statement. Probably aged a minimum of 3 years. But could a cheap Scotch beat a legendary, famous brand? We're going to find out right at this exact moment. Well, they're both amber gold amber, so appearance ain't going to make any difference. Let's go with the nose. Smells like Teen Spirit. No, it smells like oak and vanilla. Oak, wood, and vanilla. I hear those sirens. I hope it's not a bad wreck. Let's go over here. This smells like basically nothing. A little ethyl alcohol. This has got to be the Glen Logie, because there ain't no way that the Dimple Pinch, aged 15 years, is going to have vanilla and oak. You know what I'm saying? There's no way it's going to smell like nothing after 15 years. So I'm going to say this is the Dimple Pinch. Got it. Ha, ha, ha. How you feel, Play? No, so I got it. But now we go with the taste. I got it right every time on aroma. On aroma only, every time I got it right. Let's go with the taste. I had to fix the lighting. I didn't like the way that they call it soft light, but it makes too much glare. They ought to call it glaring light. All right. You got honey, vanilla, a little smoke, a little smoke coming in. Now, whose Isla single malt is Diageo using for this blend? I was looking at Diageo website, and they were talking about a selection of our Scotch whiskey brands. Johnny Walker, Buchanan's, J&B, Grand Old Par. I ain't never heard of that. Then they got some single malts, the Singleton. And they say it's actually a threesome of single malts: Glendullan, Dufftown, and Glen Ord. They also have the Talisker, Lagavulin, Isla. Oh, Hay Club. Well, that's not single malt. That's grain, single grain. Let's see, Brand Explorer. Oh, let's see. Scotch whiskey. Johnny Walker, Just, Dorinian Brooks, Bell's. I've heard of Bell's, but I've never seen Bell's in a store around here. Hay Club, Black and White. Oh, I've heard of Black and White. And Lagavulin. Other whiskeys. Bullet, and Crown Royal. Well, of course we know about those. Okay, Black and White. Black and White. I saw Black and White at a local store, but I didn't buy it. VAT 69. I know where to buy VAT 69 gold. They're showing regular VAT 69, the green label. Okay. But I never saw, but they're not showing VAT 69 gold. That's what we can get in Louisiana, VAT 69 gold. Then there's this White Horse. People keep asking me about White Horse. Yes, I'll be curious to try it. Interesting facts. Well, how are you supposed to read that? It's in microscopic print. White Horse contains at its heart the unique flavor of Lagavulin, a single malt whiskey from the island of Isla in the Hebrides Islands. I guess I might have to buy that White Horse flavor profile. White Horse has a full-bodied peaty flavor and a warm aftertaste. The whiskey leaves a hint of oak, smoke, and toffee on the nose and has a finish that is long and slightly complex with notes of oak, spices, and creamy vanilla. Well. We will have to look into that in upcoming reviews. But they don't mention that Dimple Pinch. All right, let's go over here. So that has all those complex flavors. The honey, the vanilla, the oak, the smoke. And some kind of fruit. Let's go over here. Oak, honey top white bread crust. White bread, the baked bread, the center. Little ethanol, which is corn, like corn alcohol. But I don't know what people are talking about when they do these reviews. And I read written reviews and they're saying, it tastes like shoe polish, nail polish remover, airplane glue, gasoline, diesel, petrol, whatever country they're from, tar. And it doesn't taste like anything nasty like these people are talking about. It just tastes good. So is it a good scotch for $9.99 from Hay McCleod? Yes. Am I glad I got it for $9.99? Yes. It has a creaminess to it too. Like the mouthfeel in the body is like creaminess. Almost like vanilla cake frosting type of situation. It ain't the greatest thing. I'm not going to sit up here talking about, oh, it's so great. I can't get over it. It's just amazing. I can't believe how good it is. Oh, well, no, it's not like that. It's not even really a sipper. I mean, I'm talking about the attributes, which it does have. I'm not making those up. It's more like a mixer. But then why would you pay $9.99 for a 750 milliliter bottle of a mixer? Why would you want to do that? I know where to find whiskey for $10.99 for a handle. 1,750 milliliters. It'll mix fine. I know where to find vodka for $8.99 for a handle. $8.99. Nikolov vodka. It's a famous old brand. I didn't say it was good. I didn't say it was bad. I don't know anything about it. It's $8.99. Total Wine and More. You know, if you want to sit there and mix it with tomato juice and make all these cocktails, why are you buying expensive stuff? It's all going to taste the same. You say, no, oh no, I could taste my whiskey in a mixer, in a cocktail. Oh, really? I know my whiskey in a highball. Oh, really? Well, let's try that. Let's put that to the test. Do 5 highballs for 5 different cocktails. Use your preferred whiskey. You say, I use old Granddad, Bottle and Bond. That's my jam. Okay, put it up against 4 other 100 proof bourbons, and then make the same cocktail. You got to have a good control group, right? You don't want to be adding in all kind of variables. You know, same type cherry, same type simple syrup, same type bitters, whatever you're using, same ratio. Mix them up with the swizzle stick and then taste them blind, and tell me you could tell yours apart. I'm thinking you're not going to be able to tell it apart. Maybe in a 1-to-1 challenge, but it's not going to be reliable. It'll be like, well, I got it right. Yeah, but you got it right once. Now you got to do it 5 times. Let's replicate it. So then you go up against the next one. Next taste challenge. So you do it over a week, right? You don't have to do all 5 at once. And then let's see how expert you are. I bet you're not going to get it right too many times. I'm not against cocktails and I'm not against mixology. I'm saying I think a lot of people are fooling themselves thinking they can tell thinking they're going to be able to differentiate their highbrow bourbon over some convenience store embarrassing product. You know what I'm saying? Ancient age, Winn-Dixie bourbon, even. But we talking about scotch, but I know a lot of people do cocktails with scotch. We all know that. No ethanol thing though going on with this. It's got like a depth. It better have some depth. I paid $24, which is $12 cheaper than the normal price. It's a winner. I'd buy it again. I've got two taste challenge. Yeah, I would say 2 taste challenges left. I think I can get 2, at least 1, but I think I can get 2. Now, poor old Glen Logie getting no respect. But it deserves some respect. I didn't say extreme adulation, but it deserves some respect. Is Hay McCleod taking their finest stocks of single malts and their best grain whiskeys and blended them to this exquisite product? Yeah, sure. For $9.99, I'm pretty sure they're taking their least expensive grain whiskeys and their lowest grade single malts, probably reject single malts, and they're blending them. But you know what? They're coming out pretty nice. I would definitely buy that again, but I'd get a handle next time because you get more for less. Well, actually, the price is the same. It's one of those rare occasions where the price is the same, whether you get a 750 or a 1,750. But that's usually not too common. All right, so the winner clearly, the Dimple Pinch. Now, question of the hour: is it really worth $26 more? Yeah, I'm not too sure about that now. Think of what you could get for $26. So it's a balancing act. I guess you have to make that trade-off. I would say you determine that. I'm not going to make the determination. I mean, I don't know. Are you going to be progressive discussions? James P. Madonna, Dimple Pinch. Yeah, that's what it's called, the Dimple Pinch. But in Scotland, it's just called the Dimple. The Dimple. And it has a different bottle in Scotland, kind of like a little bit different bottle. Like it's got a more of a dimple on the backside to grab it. But we got the wire mesh. So see, I'm holding it by wire. See, like I can hold this whole bottle with one pinky. Maybe not if it was full. Now, so that's it. At dawn, we might do another showdown at dawn. I didn't consume but a little bit. Would anybody like to see what I bought today? Anybody want to see the great deal I got today? This thing's running 22 at the low end, 35 at the high end, 22 to 35. It depends, but it's really running around like around, let's say about $25. Different stores about $25. I'm gonna show you right now. But Mathern's had it for $9.99, and I thought, I don't know, but I got a feeling it's way cheaper. So some people started doing research for me when I was at work, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's much better video quality." Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, I got much better equipment now. All right, so let's turn the light off so I can get I can show you without all the glare. This is Jägermeister. It's a new product. I couldn't find out what year it was introduced, but I haven't seen it much, so it must have been the last year or two. And it's called Scharf. And it's spelled Scharf, and some of the words, it's character Scharf. It's in German. Jägermeister, that means master hunter. Scharf. And I was like, what does Scharf mean? And the German translation is sharp. Sharp. And it's hot ginger. It says Krauter Liqueur, 66 proof. Scharf, German for hot. Oh, they said sharp on Google translation. Serve ice cold. I'm going to have that in the freezer. This intensified ginger variation explores the spicy character of Jägermeister. Its recipe is based on the original Jägermeister, which Kurt Most created 80 years ago. Scarf's bold ginger finishes with a hint of botanical heat. A taste experience as unique as the name. Produced by Jägermeister. Produced by Most Jägermeister. Wolfenbüttel, Germany. And it says, serve it at negative 18 degrees Celsius to be precise. It says that right there. I'm not making that up. It says it on the bottle. Serve at negative 18 degrees Celsius to be precise. All right. So look at that. With the secret blend of botanicals, I have a aunt, well, it's by marriage. She says in Germany, people use that as a medicine. Her name is Undine Jost. And Undina said, in Germany, that's really considered medicine. This is the hot ginger spice. I said, what you mean medicine? She says, well, like if people eat supper and then they feeling sick to their stomach, they'll drink that cold and go to sleep, and it'll make them feel better. I said, oh, okay. A tonic, yeah, like you say, a tonic. Yeah, medicine. But she was calling it medicine, but she said in Germany they don't buy it like a liquor, like people say, yeah, we're gonna take Jaeger shots. She said no, they buy it like a tonic. They put it in the medicine cabinet if they got a bad upset tummy. Well, that's what she said. She's from Germany. She's from Schleswig-Holstein. She ought to know. I've never been to Germany. Okay, well, anyway, it's a beautiful bottle. It's embossed, unopened, and I got it for $9.99. Can you believe it? I couldn't even believe it. And the girl I was asking, that I said, "Can you check on this?" She said, "I never saw this on the shelf." I said, "You know how he gets those deals. It probably never went to the shelf. It was probably some distributed deal, and he stuck it right in the discount buggy. He probably paid $5 for it. Don't ask me how. Everybody else got it for 25 to 30. Olive Fire says, "Wow, what a deal." I still can't get over it, to tell you the truth. I still can't get over it, but I bet it's going to be delicious. I tried the regular Jägermeister. I thought it was awesome. I had it ice cold the second time I tried it. First time it was only cold or cool. And people were telling me, "Oh, that stuff's terrible. It tastes like medicine." And then Undina from Germany would say, "It is medicine, you dummies." That's what she would say. Um, but we'll see. We will see. But it'll be a while from now because I got so many liqueurs in my back stock. It's just craziness. I've tried it many years ago. Wait a minute. You tried the Scharf years ago? This new one, the ginger spice? The hot ginger? You didn't try this years ago, huh? The hot ginger. You talking about the regular Jägermeister, right? This is like a new thing. They have a website discussion about it, and it goes on and on about, oh, this is some kind of new fantastic thing. You meant the older one, yeah, the famous Jägermeister from all those years ago. I grew up when I was a child in 8th grade. I remember hearing people talking about Jägermeister, Jägermeister. I didn't even know what they were talking about, but I knew that it was something everybody was like in awe of. They would always talk about it like it was some big deal. And it is. Okay, ice cold is mandatory. Oh yeah, frozen, but it'll never freeze. I just got a couple of minutes. I just got in a couple of minutes ago, and I just started watching maybe 2 minutes ago. Yeah, well, you can go back and watch the replay where I do the taste challenge between Glen Logie, $9.99. It's not the greatest thing I ever had, but sure, it's certainly worth the price from Hay McCleod, a very old Scotch whiskey company. Just goes to show you, don't have to always be a big name brand. James P. Madonna knows that. And the Dimple Pinch, well, this is a big name brand, but it didn't totally dominate it. No. All right, so time to go watch college basketball. Y'all take care now.